I feel
All
the
right,
buzz.
man. It's Friday night. It's time for the Free Form Rock Podcast after show. We got Travi Patty, we got Fabio, and we got the Mooger fucking Fooger. What's up, brother?
Going on, guys?
What's up?
Happy to be here. Happy to see Travis as always, Fabio as always. Mark, you're cool. So how do we do this? You're cool.
You're
You're
cool.
cool.
Fuck you.
Fuck
There's no one to
you.
say fuck off to, though, on this episode.
No, no, we're good at that.
We need to bring
How's
in
everyone doing?
my
Yeah,
former
it's real
co-host.
far.
I could say
I'll say the drink time though.
you're cool. You're cool. Fuck you. I'm out of here.
I'm out.
I'm out. I'm out. So we need a big. I'm right here, yo. I'm right here. Oh, okay. We're doing half baked here. I miss being half baked.
Okay, I'll do it for you,
Do it for me. But man, what came out today,
dude.
man? What came out today? Fucking Dolly Parton with Mötley Crüe singing "Home Sweet Home." How many fucking Mötley Crüe greatest hits albums do we need, by the way? And they've already ruined "Shout at the Devil" '97, and now they're just ruined "Home Sweet Home." Have you guys heard this pile of shit?
I have not listened to
No,
it yet.
Oh my God. It's like,
I don't. I can tell you what it's going to sound like, and I've even heard it, and I probably won't. I mean, ugh. Dolly Parton doing "Home Sweet Home." Okay, you
all
know.
they did was take the original song with Vince's original vocals and added Dolly singing like background to him, and she's
yeah,
very low in the mix, and Vince vocals are overpowering her at this because it's original Vince vocals. It's like fucking horrible. And everybody goes, but it's going to homeless children. It's doing a good thing. It's going to charity. Yeah, that's cool. I'm happy that that homeless kids are gonna get money from this song. But the song fucking sucks with Dolly added to it. That's just my opinion.
haven't those homeless children suffered enough already?
Right? Right?
Right, fucking terrible, dude.
Did you hear it, Travis?
Yes.
Think and tell me your thoughts about it because I heard it. I couldn't get through the whole thing. It was like it was terrible. It's like you called it the Motley Crue comedy show,
Variety hour.
Variety Hour. I don't know what the fuck it is, man.
No,
But
I went to Dollywood one time.
dude, that album where she did rock covers was horrible.
I didn't hear that shit yet.
I want to hear Jolene. I don't want to hear you sing fucking the Rolling Stones or fucking just stick to your stay in your lane, Dolly. You know, I love Islands in the Stream. Islands in the Stream with Kenny Rogers is amazing. But this Motley Crue covers, you singing, they didn't even redo it. They
It's
just added your
musically,
vocals to the original
it's
track.
musically retarded. It's terrible.
It's fucking terrible. Joseph, stop. I love you, brother. But fuck, you're wrong. You're wrong on this
He
song.
hates it. He likes it,
He likes it.
and he has
Mikey
the
likes it.
balls to say
Mikey
that
likes
the
it.
doors suck.
He thinks the Doors sucks, but he likes Dolly Parton with Motley Crue. Oh my God. I was going to say this for BS, but fuck, this is too funny to. I need to get this shit out now because I listened to it. I go, let me listen to it. I thought they re recorded it. No, it's the original Vince vocals
No, I
with
love.
her just added
Before I
to it.
digress, I love Joseph Staub. He's my buddy.
Oh, I
But
love
you like that
Joseph.
song, dude?
Joseph is a huge brother of mine. I
You
love that
like
guy.
that song?
I hope he's listening to this. If you're watching this, Joseph. But
The
you
doors
guys had
suck.
Fabio
Motley
and Mooger,
Crue,
you didn't
good.
listen to it? I put it in the chat.
No,
I did
no,
not
no real
listen to
urge
it.
to.
I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I love your comment, Mark, when you start off like, how many Motley Crue greatest hits albums do we need? I
Right?
mean, they said it all with Decade of Decadence. I mean, after that, I don't even know how many they put out, but it's all the same collection of songs with a few minor changes.
Like
Yeah,
Shout at the
it's
Devil
pretty
97.
preposterous at
Did
this
we need
point.
that fucking shit? They ruined that
Uh,
song.
and honestly, I mean, uh, I love John Five, but without Mick Mars, I've got no interest in Motley Crue. And it was the same thing. I know I'm in the minority, but same thing. When there was no Vince Neil, I've got no interest. It's not Motley Crue unless it's Vince, Tommy, Nikki, and Mick. Otherwise, it's a different band. Not saying that Motley Crue album with Karabi was bad. It's fine, but it ain't a Motley Crue album. It's just a different band. They
Well,
shouldn't have called it Motley
they
Crue.
did want to call it a
And
different band, but Warner Brothers didn't let them. So
whatever
This
the
band
I
is
don't
just
care. I don't like it.
this band's
I
just
don't
a
want to listen
joke
to
at this
Motley Crue
point.
unless it's those four guys.
I
As
like the
much as I
Karabi
love
album.
Karabi and as much as I love John Five, if it's got the Motley Crue banner on and it doesn't have the four guys, I'm not into it.
Well, John
Yeah.
Five songs with them sucked. Those songs sucked with them. It's
Well,
like,
that doesn't help matters either.
yeah,
But
they're horrible. They're
John,
worse.
go back to Rob Zombie.
But the thing is, with God dang, with Motley Crue, I'm like, I like the Karabi years. I thought it was really good. I thought Karabi got a shit. But Joseph Staub says Generation Swine's in his top 3 Motley Crue albums. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's yeah. What are you
I
gonna
actually
do?
do
But
like that album. I wouldn't say it's in my top three, but I like that
top
album.
3. I'm like,
it's
Joseph.
it's got some solid stuff on it for sure. And the '94
It's better
record
than
with
anything that came
Karabi,
afterwards.
right?
I like
Right.
Saints of Los Angeles.
That album's trash.
Well, that was also John Five, I believe, played on that.
No, I was DJ
So,
Ashba.
Of
oh,
course.
that's right. That's right. Yep.
Hey,
Oh,
but
that
I
album was
like
terrible.
6 a.m. I'm
Yeah.
in the
6
minority
a.m. is
here.
good.
6 a.m. is
That's a great
awesome.
band.
That's
But
garbage.
the Karabi album was really good, but like Fabio says, I mean, it was so fucking different from anything they were doing. I love it. It's one of my top albums of all time, but Mötley Crüe, I'm kind of with Fabio on that. It's like I know they tried to take it into a different name, but the record labels, no, man, Mötley Crüe's the brand. You got to play to the brand. And I'm like, well, I think you're only going to hurt the brand. So they go from Dr. Feelgood tour selling out amphitheaters, and now they're like not even able to. They go to play amphitheaters on the '94 record, and they're only pulling, I don't know, a couple thousand people into the chairs. And they're hemorrhaging money on that tour. And if they would have just done it as a side project, I think it would have been much more successful, and you wouldn't have people hating all over it, calling that's not Motley Crue.
Well,
But
also it's 1994. How is keeping the Motley Crue name a positive thing in that year? That's
right.
that's
But
when
that
that's when
album
they're
was
trying to basically incinerate any band that had anything to do with the 80s. You'd think
Right.
they'd want to
Yep.
rebrand it,
but that album I back in 94, I didn't give it a chance. I'm one of those people, it's not Vince, it's not Motley Crue. I don't want to hear it. Fuck it. But years later, I listened to the album. I go, this is a fucking hard ass fucking album that competes with grunge. It was fucking metal. It was more metal than Dr. Feelgood.
Well,
And I love Dr. Feelgood. There's 3 songs I could fucking time for change. I could fucking take that shit off and throw it away and never hear that song again. Or Without You, take that song and fucking Rattlesnake Shake. You can take those 3 songs off and be a perfect album to me. But fuck. And then Generation Swine came out. I never even tried to listen to that because Vince is back. What the? And then I heard once I liked Afraid. I think that's the only song I liked off that album.
there's a lot of
well,
better
didn't
songs than
that
that
album?
on the
I
album.
believe that album started writing with John,
It
and then
did,
they
but
made the
Right.
they
they made
changed
yeah.
It's like it went like Tommy Lee wanted to put some fucking beats into it or something. I don't know what the fuck he did with it. It went kind
I
of
saw them on that tour and it was incredible. And it was just made me so happy because it, you know, for so many years, like I said, the 80s bands were just destroyed, just thrown to the trash, totally obliterated from radio, MTV, from any positive spin on anything. And I saw that Motley Crue this was before the album even came out. They had announced that they were coming to Market Square Arena in downtown India. I'm like, what? I'm like, first of all, I can't believe that Motley Crue's really back together and playing again, but they're going to play at Market Square Arena. And I went there and I saw it, that by the time they did come, the album had just come out, and the place was packed, and Cheap Trick opened for them,
Ah,
and it was
Cheap Trick
an
opening for
amazing
Mötley
show.
Crüe sucks to me. God
But
damn.
the place was packed. They played a killer set with stuff from the new album and all the classics, and amazing stage production like they always did in the past. It was just amazing. I think that was part of the beginning of the comeback of the 80s metal scene that started happening with the summer shed tours and everything. I mean, they proved that they could do it, after a while of, nothing for anybody. So
What year
I
did
thought
that
that was
record come
great.
out in the tour?
97.
97. Yep. That'd be about it because that
Yeah,
ramped up to 99 when Poison took that 80s tour,
right.
to the show. And yeah,
Yep.
I think it's a valid point there, man. Yeah.
But
By the
yeah,
way,
Crew being able
I
to
love that
sell
band, The
out
Killers.
a arena in 97 was insane. Like I had no idea that that would be possible anymore.
Right.
It kind of pisses me off that Cheap Trick opened for them. I think Cheap Trick
Well,
is a
they're just an
million
opening
times.
band perennially forever.
I know, but
That's what they do.
they are a better band than all these bands they open for. It's like,
Yeah.
except Heart. I would say Heart is a better band than Cheap Trick, but Cheap Trick is right under Heart for me. It's like Motley Crue, Foreigner. I love Foreigner, but it isn't with Lou Gramm. It's not. If Lou Gramm was there, it'd be higher than them. But when they opened up and I saw Kelly was good, but Foreigner should, with Lou Gramm, should be above them. That's just
Lou
me.
Gramm's is singing with them, I think, through the end of the year.
Yeah, well, they got another guy, the guitar player singing. Kelly Hansen's leaving, but I fucking love Foreigner. And today is Foreigner's Double Visions anniversary. That is the
Great
album
album.
that with the Beatles in 1977 got me into rock and roll. Double Vision. I fucking forever love Double Vision. It's my favorite Foreigner album. Even above the first, which the first album was like it's got fucking War with the World, and all those songs. Then you got Double Vision. You got Blue Morning, Blue Day, which is my favorite fucking Foreigner song of all day. Blue morning, blue day, won't you see things my way? Blue morning, can't you see what your love has done to me? Dun-na, dun-na-na-na. God, that band had a fucking groove. Take a shot. I
I
think.
don't have any alcohol left.
Oh, fuck it, I do. Well, fucking hey, Lou Gramm. If he's not the top singer of all time over Steve Perry, they're right there neck and neck with me. Steve Perry and Lou Gramm. It's
Yeah.
like, goddamn.
Can't argue that. Can't argue that.
Nobody could sing like Lou or Steve. Yeah, Greg Raleigh's right under them. No, I love Greg. The fucking A. It's like, I don't know why people make fun of. It's like they call Foreigner a nameless band. I know too. Lou Gramm and Mick Jones. That's all you need to know in that band.
They're more of
Seriously.
a faceless band, not necessarily nameless or faceless.
Yeah, I knew Lou Gramm and Mick Jones.
Yeah.
That's all you need to
Well,
know.
The posters weren't on little girls' walls in the
no,
70s.
they were not.
But the thing is, in Van Halen, who are the first two members you know?
Dave.
Dave
and
and Eddie. Do you really care for Alex or Michael?
Yes.
But you could absolutely
Yeah, I
pick them
don't.
out of a lineup. You see them on a magazine cover, you know who that was.
Yeah.
You put the keyboard player
Yeah, I
and
don't think
drummer
there's any
from Foreigner
comparison
on a
there.
cover, I couldn't tell you who the fuck they were. It's like, who's that?
No.
But then you got bands like Yes. Nobody knows who the fuck who's in that band except John Anderson, Trevor Rabin, or Chris Squire, or fucking Steve Howe. You don't know the drummers. You don't know
Well,
the
you just named
keyboardists.
about 7/8 of the band.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't know the keyboard player. You don't know the drummers. You don't
You don't know anybody but Steve and Trevor.
and John, right? That's the only people you know in that band. But
Yes,
nobody
yeah,
ever
four
calls
out
them
of
a
five
fucking
guys. That's all
faceless
you know.
band. Well, Chris Squire, don't forget, everybody knows Chris.
Bill
Squire,
Bruce.
Howe, Rabin, Anderson. That's all you need to know, right?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Other
Bill
than that,
Bruford,
nobody.
dude, Bill Bruford, the best prog drummer of all time. Besides Neil
I'll
Peart.
take Alan White over Bill Bruford twice on
Yeah.
Sundays, dude. Alan White is my drummer of Yes. Dude, he played on John Lennon's Imagine.
He did?
Yes, he did.
There's
He played with
drums on
John.
that.
He played drums with John Lennon, dude. Alan White.
Yeah. Where were the drums?
Well, this is
Not
because
a very memorable drum
mu-
line there.
we're music nerds. We know who plays on shit.
I'm pretty sure I could have played drums on Imagine.
But he's played drums on other things like Cold Turkey and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
Alan White is a fucking great drummer, man. You guys ever watched 90125 Live, the video where it says, "It's Alan White. I'm pleased to be with you here tonight." John Anderson's doing it, and it's gone, and it changes. Wah, 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 wah. The drums that fucking Alan does on 90215. Oh my God.
You're putting Shane to sleep.
No, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
Shane's yawning over here.
Shane, fuck you, Shane. Yeah, if Jerry was here, Jerry would be geeking
like-
out with me right now. Jerry's on fucking vacation drinking Michelob Ultra.
I feel bad for filling in for Jerry because I'm not filling in his shoes correctly tonight.
All right, but what do you guys think about John Oates has a summer tour with this new LP, Oates?
Nope.
why not?
Nope.
Has John Oates ever made anything without Daryl?
Yes.
I remember
Lots.
they
Does
put
anybody
something out
know
like
what it is?
You need
No,
to,
but
they
why-
need to stop being a couple of bitches and get back together.
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
do remember him putting something out like in the late 90s or
Exactly.
something. It was
Like,
kind
are
of
in your
hard rock.
You guys are in your 70s now. Stop being a couple of pricks and freaking sell it like a man.
Well, John Oates tried to sell their catalog from under Daryl. He pissed him off.
Oh my God, they're gonna die soon anyway. Go ahead and freaking reunite, please.
Daryl Hall is an amazing singer. It's
Yeah,
like
he is.
John wouldn't be anything without Daryl. Come
Exactly.
on, let's admit that.
It wasn't for-
John Oates is Daryl Hall's bitch. Like Roland Ozabald is fucking what's that guy singer in Tears for Fears? It's his bitch.
I don't know. I don't like Tears for Fears. So
Oh, I love Tears for Fears. But I'm just saying, you got these people that fucking go off the coattails. John Oates is nothing without Daryl Hall. At Daryl Hall, there would never be an Oates. Oates is nothing without Daryl Hall. So fucking Oates, go apologize to Daryl. Get your shit back together. You know he's your bread and butter. Without Daryl, there is no fucking, you don't have fucking a career. I'm just saying that.
But you're underestimating and you're undercutting what Oates did for the music and what he brought to the music and the songwriting he brought to some of those classic songs. It wasn't all Daryl.
I think it was G.E. Smith mostly.
There you go.
G.E. Smith brought more to the music than
Daryl. Together as long as they were, if he didn't bring anything to the table.
Well, he brought the background vocals.
He brought a lot of songwriting, musicianship, soul to that band. Daryl Hall would have, I think, been way more successful had he started out on his own, remained on his own, been a solo act. I think he had more ingredients because he had the look, he had the sweet songs, and he would have done fine on his own. But together, they became a super duo and just the biggest fucking thing in the 80s. They survived through the 90s, even the 2000s. I don't know, man. I don't think.
Have you ever seen live at Daryl's house?
All, man.
Have you ever seen live at Daryl's house?
Yeah, that's a great show.
Great fucking show. He had Cheap Trick on there, by the way. Fucking, and he had,
I watched every single one of those episodes, whether I liked the guest or not.
Great shit.
Yeah,
Fucking the dude from Matchbox 20. God, it was amazing on there. God damn, amazing on there.
Patrick from Fall Out Boy was
man,
amazing on that show.
And I hate Fall Out Boy, and he was good on it.
I hate to say it. I don't hate to say it. I'm gonna say it. I do like select Fall Out Boy.
Well, that's okay. You like select Fall Out Boy. But I'm saying Daryl
Like you
Hall
like
is
Select Ghost.
Daryl Hall.
Woo woo.
Oates wouldn't have been famous without Hall. I'm just saying that. Daryl Hall is the face, the songwriter, the musician of that band.
They're both songwriters, dude.
But the thing is, Daryl Hall, his voice is
Right.
Philly soul, man. It's Philly's fucking soul, dude.
Right. Agreed.
But it was the 70s, and you didn't have to be hot to make it. So John Oates very well could have done it on his own, potentially, you know?
I don't
You never
think
know.
John Oates could have done it on his own without that porno mustache. You know, but I'm just saying, he's like, we know Hall. And Daryl Hall's solo albums are way better than fucking John Oates solo albums. I like Laughing Down.
I don't know. I didn't mind it.
Have you ever heard Laughing Down
But they're
Crying?
also, yeah, but Daryl Hall solo albums are also not nearly as good as Hall and Oates albums.
I know, but it's better than Oates albums. Wide Awake, and he's got some great fucking
now
solo
you
albums,
make
man.
that as a broad brush flat statement. Daryl Hall's is better than Oates. To who?
To me.
To you. But that isn't the fact. We all love what we love.
Okay,
I do not mind.
If there was no Hall and Oates, do you think who would have made it first? Daryl Hall on his own or John Oates on his own?
Daryl Hall on his own, because he had a better look. He had a better
voice,
maybe grasp of the Philly soul, even though I think John Oates does as well. But I just think you got, John Oates, God bless him. He's just a short guy. And then he's got a porno stash and kind of an afro going on. It's not exactly star quality. He was always going to be that kind of second to somebody, because I think he brings a lot to it. But that's just the fact is, show business, baby. You gotta look good. You gotta sound better than this guy, and come on, man. Look at some of the very really early videos.
Could you hear Oates sing? Yeah. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll cheer you up. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. No. Right. Good. You never heard Oates really sing lead. He sang background. Absolutely. He's always the background singer to Hall. Right. That's why it's Hall and Oates.
Right. I think that's a dynamic they figured out very early on. And I think any AR guy, manager, producer, record label, they're going to look at the two of them and they go, yeah, man, this is Hall and then Oates.
We'll take you because Daryl Hall's in the band and he's carrying you, Oates. That's all I'm saying.
You're belittling Mr.
I am
Oates.
belittling Oates because Daryl has an amazing voice. Right. Oates is a great background singer. He's like Michael Anthony.
If that's all it was,
history has shown that some background singers should stay there. Joe Perry, that's this one. Shut up. Stop singing. You suck. Well, Lou Reed should have never tried
singing. I like his vocals.
And Bob Dylan could pack it up any day.
I like Bob Dylan.
Nope, I hate Bob Dylan.
Johnny's in the basement, mixing up the medicine. Look out,
Bob
kid.
Dylan.
You know what you did?
I like how you just say nope.
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 Hey, let's get to my guy. Dr. Demento to retire after 55 years. Without Dr. Demento, we wouldn't have had Mexican radio. We wouldn't have had Oingo Boingo. We wouldn't have had
Weird Al.
Yakovic, bitch.
Yep. What do you guys think about Dr. Demento to retire? His show is going away.
Could care less.
I think it's.
I haven't listened to that guy. Not to belittle his stamp on everything. The artists you mentioned, amazing, legendary. Can't give a fuck that he's packing it in. Who cares? When's the last time you've listened to Dr. Demento?
Well, he isn't in our area anymore. He used to be on KLOS here.
Well, he has never been in my area, so fuck him.
Dr. Demento.
Bye.
You don't like Fish heads, fish heads.
I never said I didn't
roly-poly
like it.
fish
I said he
heads.
was legendary. I said his stamp is immeasurable. I
Barnes
could
and
give a
Barnes.
fuck. I didn't
Wall
even
of
know he was
voodoo.
still
Wall
on
of
the air.
voodoo, bitch.
I didn't even know he was on the air. Who the
Wall of
fuck
I
voodoo.
didn't
listens
either.
to
I
him?
thought the guy was dead, honestly.
You never heard Wall of Voodoo Mexican radio?
Who gives a shit? I said those
What do
songs
you
are
mean give a
legendary.
shit? This is
Of
fucking
course
we
I've
just
heard
did
those songs.
Dream Car.
I'm saying, you asked me how I felt that he was packing it up after 55 years. I'm with Fabio. I thought the fucker was dead. I don't care. I wish him well. God bless Mr. Demento.
You fuck both
But
you
I
guys.
could care
Dr.
less. I don't
Demento
know where
rules.
you're
There
at.
would be no My Bologna without fucking Dr. Demento.
You're absolutely
Nobody is
arguing
saying
the
that he
wrong
doesn't
fucking
rule.
thing, Mark. I'm just saying. You asked me how I feel about him wrapping it up, not about what I think of his legendary
Have you ever heard
music.
it? I'm gonna send you some fucking shows
Fuck!
from him.
I've heard Dr. Demento, asshole. I didn't know he was wrapping it up. I thought he had
Killing
already
me.
wrapped it up.
B-52s, all that shit, dude. He broke them. He
Wow.
broke those bands, man.
This
Yeah.
is the funniest conversation I've heard in a long time.
Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads, fish heads. Have you ever heard fucking Kinko the Kid Living Clown?
Hey, Mark, was the
I don't even know what
question,
you're talking
was
about.
Dr. Demento awesome, or was it, how do you feel about him retiring?
I'm fucking pissed off he's
Because
retiring.
it's two different things.
He's a fucking saint. I love that guy. He brought in fucking comedy music. He brought in fucking different music than anybody ever brought in. He brought in Barnes and Barnes, Fish Heads. He brought in Mexican radio, Wall of Voodoo. He brought in Weird Al Yankovic, which is a fucking American legend. And he brought in fucking B-52s. He brought in all this fucking weird music that nobody wanted to play on the radio. And he fucking played them on the radio. And
That's
he
awesome
fucking
that he did that.
pimped them. Yes.
Is he a legend? Check.
He's a fucking legend.
Yes,
Did
that's
he
awesome.
bring all these
Agreed.
great acts of music?
You know,
Agreed.
Mark, if you're pissed off now, wait till we review How the Gods Kill next Sunday.
Oh, God.
We're reviewing a Danzig.
Oh, I got to listen to Danzig next week.
Oh, I love Dan.
Yes.
Why do you
You
bring
get to do my
Fabio on that
impersonation.
Sunday episode?
You get to do my impression of how I felt about Dream Car.
Are you busy on Sunday next Sunday, Fabio? Morty.
And guess what, Mooger? You asked me to host it, right?
Yes.
Oh, you wanted to host it. You didn't tell me that.
Hey, we haven't had the official discussion yet, but I was just thinking he's here a lot. He loves Danzig. I love Danzig. I said, hey, man, we'll just toss it back and forth, but why don't you run through the tracks and everything? So,
Well, I've been on enough to know the gist of freeform rock, and I'm not going to drink on this one because I don't drink before 5 p.m. So I'm just gonna.
You're fucked up. Day drinking rules.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I drink at 10 a.m. on
Get
those
ready for
Sunday
some-
episodes.
Get ready for some Danzig love.
Me and Shane used to rock some Danzig and Raising Cane back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
but back to Dr. Demento. He's an icon. He's a fucking great fucking radio host. The guy fucking got me into a lot of fucking weird music. And he's fucking amazing. He's amazing. You never heard Kinko, the kid loving clown. If the kids would play with me, I never wear a frown. And then at the end, he goes, Kinko's going to be 25 to life. I will send you Kinko, the kid loving clown.
So, Mark, tell us, how do you feel about him wrapping it up, retiring?
I am fucking devastated.
Okay. That's what we were looking for,
because
buddy.
he was an amazing DJ.
Nice.
He got a lot of different alternative music out there before people were pushing different music out there.
Yeah.
He's a great fucking man.
Agreed.
Great fucking man.
Well, I will retract the rest in peace, Mr. Demento. that I might have posted so long ago when I thought he was resting in peace, but now he's retiring in peace. So we can still use the RIP. So we're good. He's just retiring in peace.
All right. Well, without him, you wouldn't have had Weird Al Yankovic. Just let you
Dude,
guys
we
know that.
got that. We have
Yep.
established that. Sustained. We're good.
All right, guys. You guys got any news to tell?
Installed the garbage disposal today. That's some news.
I got something to say.
Hey, I did that a couple years ago.
I got something to say.
It was easier
I
than I
raped your
thought it'd
mother
be.
today. Go ahead.
Yeah, dancing. All right.
Yeah,
I just said that, right? Didn't I?
I
Well, that's
remember
Misfits, right?
I saw this post on Facebook that said, "What's the most poser thing someone can say?" Like a poser about like metal, and I commented, if you say I used to love metal, man, you're a poser as fuck, dude. If you used to like metal, you never liked metal. You just said it was just a fad for you. Exactly. I can't stand those kind of people. Well, I used to like metal, and then all this crap. How do you guys feel about that?
I agree with you. That's a pretty stupid statement.
I agree with you too. I don't know people make stupid statements like that, man.
Exactly.
Well,
And then there's
it's like, yeah, that is a stupid statement because Travis is right. Because you used to like metal, that was just a fad for you. It was just a thing. You should, if you love music, you love music, man. So if metal's in there, great. Yacht rock's in there, awesome. Classical, whatever, just
and
love
people
it.
that say, "Oh, I used to listen to that back in the day." I'm like, "Well, what happened?"
I
What
know,
happened?
right? I still listen to Wham.
Exactly.
I still listen to John Mellencamp. I still listen to that stuff.
Exactly. I still listen to all the stuff I love. I mean, look, there's some stuff I love from back then that people will consider shit now. I mean, there's a Christian band called POD. I like some there's a couple POD songs I like,
I love
but
POD.
I'm not gonna act like they're the greatest thing in the world, but I still enjoy their music when they come on my shuffle. Yeah.
I love POD. I got a lot of their albums, man.
Yeah, they're fine. I just can't, and also like
I would
people
put them in. I would put them
also
in your dream car
I try not.
category.
I know, Mark. I know you don't like politics in your podcast, but can I bring up something religious type? I can't stand when Christians tell people not to listen to a certain type of music because it's just let them listen to what they want.
I only like one Christian band, and that's Striper.
No,
And
but like
Michael does
no.
never tell you
When,
what not to listen
when
to.
Christians go like, "Oh, this band is evil, satanic," all this stuff. You should
Hey,
not listen to that. You should not.
hey,
Another thing, Candace Cameron, she said, "I won't allow any horror movie in my house because it opens the portal to
yeah.
hell and shit like that." I think
I get that, but I don't listen to her.
I think her brother got her fucked up or something, man.
I like Kirk. Kirk is a good guy. But the thing is, I'm going to say
He's a freaking loon.
he's a loon. But Michael Sweet,
He is.
Michael Sweet will tell you he likes all Iron Maiden. He likes fucking Van Halen, and that's the only Christian band I like to listen to. I don't like Jars of Clay. Maybe one song. I don't like Petra. I think they all sound the same.
I get a little annoyed with Michael Sweet sometimes. Some of the stuff he puts out there
I get
lately.
annoyed with him all the time.
I don't.
I feel like he talks too much, and like that was one of the things actually just came out a week ago or so, and when he says that he feels like that the Stripers held back, and that he thinks that people shit on them because they hate God.
They
And
do.
No, it's because
They actually. That is
no, it's
true.
because their
That
music
is really
sucks. That's
true,
why.
though. That is really true.
It's not true.
It is true.
It's
But
not true.
there's people out there who like them who don't care about God that like them also. But he is true that they get put in the God. I don't want to listen to Striper because they like God. That is true, and he put it on a true statement, and I totally support him on that.
Well, that's not the reason I don't listen to Michael.
Yes, that is true. I think for a very small percentage of people, the same as like I would never listen to Deicide, or I would never listen to a Morbid Angel, because their lyrics and their music literally haunt me. But it's not because they're talking about the devil or Satan or whatever. It's just, it's not. I mean, I respect the music. I listen to it. Some of it I really like, but it's not because I don't love Satan that I don't listen to them. It's just
Music is music.
some of the lyrical content do rub me the wrong way and get me a little uneasy, so I don't.
I can hardly
The same
understand.
with Stripe, right?
Go ahead.
But the same with Striper. People may not want to put it on and listen. Jesus Christ is the way. Follow your Savior. You know, reach your hand to God. Blah blah. If they get too thick on that, it would turn some people off. It's not because they don't like God. It makes them uncomfortable.
But he made a good point that people won't listen to Striper because they sing about God. He is right about that. And he wasn't being a dick about that. He is actually being truthful about that.
Again, I think it's a small percentage. I think he's trying to put it out as a broad thing.
Well, I think it is a broad thing.
We'd be huge if it wasn't for that. No, it's not like that. I'm an atheist. I don't love their Jesus lyrics, but I love the band. I love the music. I think they're a freaking awesome band. So I listen to it regardless of the lyrics.
There's a lot of more people out there who won't listen to them because they sing about Jesus and God. That is true.
There's probably more people that don't listen to them just because they don't like them. You know,
well,
rather than
I don't know why they don't like them. They are an amazing band. Michael can fucking sing his ass off.
I'm saying this as a Christian. I'll take Deicide. I'll take Deicide over Striper any day. I love those first two Deicide albums rule. And Glenn Benton, I'd be lying if I knew what Glenn Benton was saying, because he's like, but I love that shit, man.
So awesome. With the devil, dude, the last 4 albums that Striper's made is one of the best rock albums I've ever heard in my life.
Deicide kills. Awesome, man.
Dude, the thing that Striper has been doing is they've been getting better in their older years. God damn, they rock.
I love
production's gotten better and easier and more affordable.
Yes.
So they can put out like really great sounding products.
Sympathy, what a great song.
You know what? I'm not much of a Christian music fan. There's some Christian bands I do like, but most gets kind of corny for me.
That's why I'm saying Striper isn't corny Christian band. I don't like any Christian bands except them.
I respect Michael Sweet's talent as a guitarist, but and as a vocalist, but I just don't like the music very much.
Have you heard the song "Sorry"?
I like some I love death metal, and black metal. Yesterday I put on Mayhem, Mysterious Dom Satanis.
Have you heard the song "Sorry"?
I was just in the mood for some Mayhem. I put that on. I just banged my head.
Have you heard the song "Sorry"?
Yes, and I'm sorry I ever listened to that garbage. Terrible.
Fucking great! Take a shot!
I just think, that he just, I don't know. I love him so much, and he's a childhood hero of mine. But lately, he kind of bugs me. Just how much he talks and some of the.
But the thing is,
he complains about the Christian music, like anchoring them, and then he goes out and they do their covers album to say, to prove, we're not just this. We can play Van Halen and Judas Priest and Black Sabbath, and we like this.
He loves those bands. He never talks shit about them.
Cool. We get it. We know you are a metal fan. You can do it. So either embrace your Christian music or don't. But don't go and try and make guilt people into you just don't like us because of this.
I'm just saying he's not guilting people at all. He's not guilting people at all.
No, I think he just puts his thoughts out there. And I'm with Fabio. I'll read through it too, and I appreciate what he's saying. But at the same time, I'm like, dude, you made it so far in your career. And you don't have to sit there and say you would have been huge had we maybe just went secular instead of Christian. It's like, well, then
just do it. Just go
Yeah.
secular then. If you're that, like, if you really think
I
it's hurting your
really don't
business
think he's
and you have
putting
to
down
talk
these.
about it all the time,
Well,
I-
right
do it.
now,
You know, when you're a Christian, you have to put it out there that you are a man of faith. And the thing is, he's not downing anybody who doesn't like their music. He's just saying, hey, we would have been bigger if we didn't do the Christian thing. And when they did against the law, he said they went against that and didn't work for them.
Yeah, because it was 1991.
exactly. No band from that era was going to make it.
That's
But
a
I
fucking
think
great
Against the Law
album,
was
though.
one of their better records.
It's not
That's
a
a
great
great album. I love that album.
There's some really good stuff on it.
It's not
Shining
great.
Star.
Maybe like 2 or 3 really good songs.
I love
Yeah,
that
I mean,
whole album, man.
it's like it's nothing compared to the albums before it.
Dude, the
No,
last 4 albums that Striper has made is amazing.
They're amazing if I don't have to hear them.
You know what, Travis? Fuck off. I love you, brother.
It's all good.
I love
all
you.
love, man. It's all love. Let's
It's
love.
all love. You know what, guys? This is the Freeform Rock Podcast after show. We're getting the fuck out of here. I'm drunk. Travis is drunk. I don't know if Fab is drunk. Mooger didn't drink. So I drank enough for Mooger. Mooger,
Well, I
if you
enjoyed
ever
being
drink on the
I-
show again, that'll be awesome. If you don't, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed being on with Fabio. Fabio's great.
Fabio rules, man. I love that
Fabio
shirt. I
rules.
love the Killers.
Fabio.
I
Good
love
to
the
hang out with
Killers,
you again,
man.
Travis.
Thanks
What's
for
that?
coming on, Fabio.
Yeah, it's good to hang out again with you, Travis. It's been
I
a while.
love the Killers, man. The Killers rule.
This is where we need to be.
Oh, yeah, good
love,
stuff.
love, love, love.
I
Killers.
love all of
love,
you
love.
guys. We may disagree, but the thing is, I love all of you. It's all about love, like Mooger says. Let's get out of here. Fist up. We all love each other. Striper rules,
Nice.
even you guys, you don't think they do? I'm out.
I think they rule.
All right,
I
man.
think they blow. All right.
You know, you could blow me, Travis, but I'm out of here. Later, guys.